Hello everyone, Adam here with AJT Design. Today we have an instruction video, and this product is our center console panel for the 2022 and newer Tundra. As you can see, this product's got a nice matte black finish with some exposed socket screws. So this is to replace this ugly shiny piece that nobody likes. And to date, this is the only product on the market that's actually a full replacement piece and not just something that sticks on, which has allowed us to retain sharp edges and a nice professional look. So here's the video. We'll show you how to put this thing in. It's not very complicated. Only tool you really need is number 2 Phillips head screwdriver. First thing we're going to want to do is take off the shift knob. And if you have one of our shift knobs, you will need the same Allen keys that were supplied to take off the screws. If you still have the factory shift knob, I will link down below the video to take that off. It's very easy as well. So when I do this, I like to have the shift knob back in the drive position, which means you're gonna have to turn on the vehicle, put it back, and you could, turn on the parking brake or but use the hold feature. I usually just put my foot on the brake. You take these 2 screws out of the side. Set the stuff over to the side somewhere because this is all going to come out. Take those out. Then there's 2 set screws on the side that just need to be loosened. They don't need to be removed. And then there's 2 in the front as well that need to be, again, loose but not removed. So this piece will come out and the shift knob will come right out, just like how you put it in. Again, if you have one of ours, this is a billet 3-piece shift knob that we sell. Or if you have the factory one, there's a little clip, and again, we'll do a separate video on how to take that out. Now that we've got this off, it's pop it back into park and you can shut the vehicle off. You need to start taking panels off. These side panels come off first. Just come right out like that. Other side, same way. Pull it directly out. These ones come straight up. I apologize if this isn't in the frame, but these are extremely easy to pop out. Next thing is this big silver piece here. This one's a little stubborn. You want to get your hands kind of underneath here. Pull it out. Work your way around. Pull it straight back this way. You see all the clips on it. Put this thing off to the side somewhere. Next, we want to remove this piece. This piece just pops out like this, and it's not necessary to take the whole piece off. I like to, and again, a little easier with this thing back here. So I'll start the vehicle, and there are 2 electrical connections that need to be removed. Come on, there it goes. Just like that. So find a spot to set that where it's out of the way. And now we just pop this thing off. If you've got our cup holder and you've got the extra little insert piece, you want to remove that so it doesn't fly out. This piece, it's nice to get out of the way. And this whole thing's going to pop right out. This is also a good time if you haven't already upgraded to our oversized cup holder. This is very good to do both these projects at the same time because all the same stuff has to come apart. So this piece comes out basically like this, and you're going to notice you're still going to be connected. So very careful when you tilt this thing up so you don't scratch anything up. You're going to have 3 electrical connections. You're going to have the shifter that's kind of in the way. But 1, I apologize if this is hard to see. 2 will be very obvious when you do it. 3, and then you have a clip, wire clip here. That if you have a like a pry tool or something, it helps. But if you just pull these straight out, it should come out fairly easily. And then you've got this piece loose. So again, this is when you grab your number 2 Phillips screwdriver and we start taking things apart. Again, you can see how our cup holder is assembled in here. So again, a great time to do both projects at once. But what you're going to want to do, hopefully this is all in view. This is actually a good, if I was doing this not for a video, I would probably bring all this stuff inside and do this inside on it, just so you're on a table and you're not losing screws. But for the sake of getting this video done, we're just going to do it right in the truck, and you certainly can. But you start by taking these 7 screws out. And I'll just say right now, don't plan on using Loctite on any of these. Loctite will eat the plastic. Loctite will void the warranty. Loctite will ruin your day. Feel free to fast forward through this part. It's kind of boring just taking these out, but you'll see there'll be 2 screws here. You want to save those for later, and both of yours will be black. You won't have a silver one right there like I do. Somebody lost one of mine. Not naming any names. All right, these 2 back here. I'm not sure. I'm hoping this camera is catching everything, and if anything's out of the frame, I apologize, but this is a very easy modification. There's really nothing tricky to this. There's just, you know, a few steps. Okay, so when those screws are removed, this piece will come off. So now we can take this thing and set this off to the side somewhere. We're getting quite a pile of parts in here. So now what we need to do is we need to take this out, this out, this out, this out, and also this little thing out. So this piece here, you can either pop it out with a screwdriver from the front or press it out. I'm not 100% sure what that does, but it's there. We're gonna save it. For the shift boot, there's just simply some tabs right here. You just kind of press these in, walk yourself around, and this comes out really easily. This piece here, the drive mode knob, there's some tabs along the edge. Just kind of loosen them up one at a time, and it'll go pretty easy. Again, this is our upgraded drive mode knob. Works really well with all these other products that we're showing here. 4-wheel drive switch. Again, you've got these tabs here. You press these in, that'll pop right out. And then we just have the gear indicator. And they'll have 2 screws. Again, both of your screws will be black like this one that I'm pulling out right now. Unless someone else has lost one of yours too. But we'll pull the 2 screws right there. And then this piece comes out. And now you've got the ugly shiny piece completely removed. Just for comparison, and see the difference between our part and the factory part. We've eliminated this ugly silver strip, and then all the shiny plastic is gone. Other than that, it's a very close OE replacement. The fit is perfect. So this piece you can just discard, set out of the way. Now it's time to put this thing back together. So basically, assembly now is just the complete reverse of what we've already shown. So you can put these components back in. Again, don't use Loctite. Pieces will just screw right in. And for these pieces, 4-wheel drive switch, drive mode switch, shift knob boot, just snaps right back in, and then this little tiny piece here snaps in. So now we take this piece and we set this on top of there like that. Already see how nice it's starting to look. And again, carefully reinstall these 7 Phillips head screws. And again, this might be a time to fast forward through the video. This part's pretty self-explanatory. Again, here all we're doing is the reverse of the of the disassembly. We're just putting everything back together. And this is, nothing about this is really difficult. It's just a couple steps here. Almost there. Two more. Okay. So that is all back together. Everything should look just like this at this point. Don't forget this piece, although you could pop that in really at any time. Now it's time to put this thing back together. The most important thing here is to remember to reattach all of your electrical clips. Helps if you put the center console up. And so, probably impossible to see from the video, but there's 3 clips and they will go back just how you found them. They're all unique shapes, so you don't have to worry about putting the wrong one in the wrong space. And then don't forget the 2 little wire holder clips. Those will go back. There we go. All back how it's supposed to be. So now what we want to do is line this piece up. You have to route the shift rod through there. Okay. So you wanted to take good care. You line up your red clips down the sides here. Make sure it's in the right spot. And then you simply press it down. And this piece is in. And then again, just keep putting stuff back together. This piece is next. Again, don't forget both clips. This one will tend to get stuck down there. But we have, that's clipped in. That's clipped in. Again, get this piece lined up. Just see where these red clips go. Press it in. Make sure that's in all around. This piece can go back in at any time. We've got this piece here. The main thing when you put this piece back in is to make sure these clips on both sides are aligned when you press it forward, so it's not sticking out. So you kind of want to get that roughly in place. Align these clips on the side. Press forward from the back. Just like that. Make sure everything's how it should be. And we just have, let's see, these pieces here on the back. Just get snapped right down. That. These pieces on the side. And the other side. Oops. Let's see here. And that's it. All that is left now is the shift knob. If you have the factory one, again, we'll have a link on the assembly and disassembly of that. It's fairly simple. Ours, a little different. I think I've got my Allen keys up here. Again, I like to do this assembly with it in drive. I just think it's easier. So put the knob in, pull the boot up and align. Tighten this bottom set screw till you feel resistance. Give it another half turn or so. Go to the set screw, the top one on the side, which you're not going to be able to see. Start tightening this down and make sure caught in the groove there. Get that one tight. This one tight. And this bottom one tight. Go. Test the operation. We're looking good. Shut the vehicle off if you like. And then we just have the 2 screws, if I can fish them out of here, that go on the side, which you can't even see. But I want to remember to put these back. And that's it. Thanks for watching.